Margaret of York was the sister of former kings Edward IV and Richard III, and from her position as Duchess of Burgundy, she was able to use her wealth and resources to take care of any Yorkist opposition. As with the Princes in the Tower, I know there are alternative versions to the story of Perkin Warbeck, but as before, I'm going to stick with the traditional tale because it's what's in the A-level curriculum currently. Perkin Warbeck first entered the French court in 1491, claiming to be Richard, the youngest of the two princes in the Tower. And due to the political situation at the moment, he was well placed with his charisma and his intelligence to convince people who were happy to fight Henry VII to take him on as a claimant to the throne. And it was Margaret of York, Duchess of Burgundy, who would have been his aunt, who was his biggest supporter and took him on and styled him as her nephew. She funded his household, she gave him asylum, and in a letter that she wrote to Isabella of Castile, mother of Catherine of Aragon, she claimed he really was who he said he was, a rightful claimant to the throne. Henry VII immediately recognised this danger and tried to expose her as a fraud, but it didn't really work, and her court became a real hub of Yorkist opposition. By 1493 to 94, he also had the backing of Maximilian, who would go on to be the Holy Roman Emperor, which is a big deal, and he recognised him as the King of England and he received him to his court as such. Henry VII's next step was an interesting one. He's essentially cutting off his nose to spite his face. What he does is put a trade embargo there. England and Burgundy are long-standing customers. England sells things to Burgundy, and Henry VII put a stop to that. So that means that Burgundy aren't receiving trade from England, but it also means England has lost its most valuable customer. So it's really having a negative impact on England's authority, and this is him trying to get them to stop supporting Perkin Warbeck. But by 1494, it hasn't worked just yet, and Perkin Warbeck, whoever he may be, is a bit of a worry, and he's not going anywhere soon, so we'll keep an eye on him. Tomorrow we're just going to have a look around the rest of Europe and see what trouble's going on there.